Let's go. You all coming in. Let's do your do nows. Let's go. Right. We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 4 more hours before this money making opportunity ends with MWR. And a lot of things to discuss. I really want to change my topic, but I already had it scheduled. Hello, Antonio. Hello, IYBL. The first, where are you from? Let me know where you from. Drop your city and or state, IYBL. You all make sure you come in, drop your city and state. I'm going to show you all some screenshots of something. I am so excited. Hello, Kendra. How are you? I have totally forgot whatever this topic was. What's the topic, you all? Because I totally forgot. I got to show you something else. Good evening, Kendra, Indianapolis. Where my people at? I'm glad my people are coming in today. Indianapolis, Jacksonville, Florida. Hello, JB from Atlanta, Georgia. Heath, Texas. Hello, Heath, Texas. Romania. Let me know, where's Romania? I need to know where that's from. Right? Romania. Philly in the house. What's up, Philly? Lawrenceville, Georgia. Okay, Tommy says, thank you. One more thing. Do some water. Factual disputing and dispute flow. Okay, Thomas, what do you mean by that? Factual disputing and dispute flow. Houston, Texas. Hello, Juliet. Detroit, aka Detroit. Michigan in the 3. Are you from the 313? My guy from I got Carla in, I got Battle in from Detroit, 313. You putting that glass on? Oh, let me see. From the 313. Got 2 people in from Michigan. I'm trying to get my water ready. Let's see. All right, let's see. So Carla, Michigan, the 313. Is that the same place? No. It might be Detroit, the 313. Hello, friends from the Flavor, Chef the Flavor, Arkansas, coming in from Arkansas. Hello, 𝒤𝓾𝓄𝓒, right here from my hometown, Mississippi. 𝒤𝓾𝓄𝓒, I did get that email today. Thank you. I did get that email today. I will respond to it ASAP. I got your email. Orlando, Florida in the house. Okay. Orlando, Florida in the house. We have Romaine is a country in Europe. All right. So glad. Europe. It's my name. Okay, you're from Indianapolis. All right. Okay, Carla, 313. My guy Martin usually be on from the 313. No, I was saying I have a topic, Kay. I forgot what the topic is in this live stream, but we're going to go with it. It was something about credit, right? All right, 𝒤𝓾𝓄𝓒, I see you. And Charlotte, Maya from Charlotte, North Carolina is in the house. Hello. Look, I want to share this with you all. Boonsville, Mississippi. I love when Mississippi tunes in, Melissa. Because I'm from Mississippi. I got 2 Mississippians in the house. This is what I need you all to do. I need you all to hit like and share if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, I need you to hit that thumbs up. And if you're on Periscope, I need you to invite your followers, right? Invite your followers on Periscope. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube, Periscope. Invite your followers and hit those hearts, hit those digital love, right? Show that digital love. And Facebook, show digital love as well. Like and share to your personal page. And YouTube, just hit the thumbs up, right? Just hit the thumbs up. So we're going to talk about this credit score. You know, YouTube loves that algorithm. Well, I got another Mississippian, Ruby in the house. Ruby in the house. Another Mississippian in the house. We from the 601 or the 662. You're from Mississippi. You never know. The 601, 662 as well. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to get into the topic. Hello, everyone coming in, right? Some people are thriving during these economic times, and some people are surviving, right? I'm going to show you or teach you how to thrive. And guess what? It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, right? It's not going to cost you to arm or leg. So I think the topic is having a 725 credit score. Is having a 725 credit score priceless, or will you get further in cash? I think that's what I put this on. Is having a 725 score priceless, or will you get further in cash, right? Or will you get further in cash? Ruby says she's from the 662, right? From the 662. So let's get into it. Brenda, we got Brenda coming in from North Carolina, Abbeville, North Carolina. And so, yeah. Okay, a good credit score will get you further in cash. A good credit score will get you further in cash. But let me get on my Facebook, and this is what inspired me to go live with this subject, right? Go live with this subject. There was a post on my YouTube, and it stated, right? Let me share you all with this. Let me share my screen. Share the screen with you all. All right. First of all, let me share my results. Just got an email today. Look at all those deletions, man. I love when I get those results in. If you can't see it really well, Capital One, collection, portfolio recovery, and L and V funding and Midland funding, right? Some of the biggest or largest collection account that I get deleted, but this was the reason for that. Let's see if I can find it. Trying to blow it up might not allow me to blow it up. Right? Might not allow me to blow it up. But someone posted 𝒞𝓇𝑒𝑒. Let's see, can I go to his profile? Posted, here it is. Having a 725 credit score is really pointless, right? It was really pointless. So of course I had to post on there. I had to respond. And I asked him, he said he really didn't understand how to leverage credit, right, to create more cash flow in his life. He didn't really understand how to leverage credit to create more cash flow. And I asked him, I said, why do you think having a 725 credit score is pointless? And he said, because I am still broke. He said, I'm still broke. And so evidently, he hasn't been educated or informed, right, of the power of having a high credit score, especially over the 720s, right? Rodney is from St. Louis. Hello, Rodney from St. Louis. Stephen Grant said working to get there. Got 100 more points to go. Okay, so you're 620. Go ahead, Stephen. Do your work to get there. And I tell people all the time, whether you are watching this live right now or in the replay, I need you to put in the comments. I need you to put in the comments that a high credit score, right? I need you to type this in, make a mind message connection. A high credit score without cash flow or knowledge, right, will leave you broke or just equals broke. So a high credit score without the cash flow and knowledge. Hello from Georgia. Georgia again is in the house. A high credit score without the cash flow and knowledge will leave you or result in you being broke. All right, you gotta have a cash flow. As I told my earlier audience, right? As I told my earlier audience, this is chess, not checkers that we are playing, right? The king is the most important piece on the board, right? The king is the most important piece, but the queen is the most powerful. And the same is true in your financial life, because the queen can move vertical, horizontal, diagonally. And most important about the queen, this is why credit is queen, is you can, the queen, just like in the game of chess, I always tell people all the time, this is chess and not checkers, can promote a pawn, right? Can promote a pawn to a queen. So let's learn the financial game of chess and checkers. And I'm going to share with you all some of my screenshots, some of my proof that you need credit and cash flow, especially in this economy, especially into where we are headed. You're going to need a combination of both, right, people? You're going to need a combination of both. So if you all did not get an opportunity to join into my live stream today, I'm going to share some more financial knowledge that I think it was a very productive live stream. It was very educational. So I'm going to share some more of that knowledge with you all. That's really powerful, right? Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. But I came on live because I really do want to show you the power of a home-based business, right? The power of a home-based business. And so I'm going to show you my weekend money from my home-based business, just from the weekend. Now, I don't know if you all are aware, but I am a public school teacher, right? I'm a public school teacher. And I don't mind telling you all or informing you all, unfortunately, of my salary as being a public school teacher, or my annual salary. But let me just tell you this. My salary as a public school teacher in Mississippi is under $60,000 a year. It's under $60,000 a year. And I was, I had to level up, right? I had to level up because I have an uncle. He has a high school diploma. And my uncle showed me his end of year earnings on his W-2. And it was over $250,000. It was over $250,000. And at this point, I had to renew my annual contract, licensure to teach. And I looked at his W-2 with a high school diploma, and I looked at my annual contract with degrees and graduate degrees. And I'm like, you know what? I have got to level up. It's just no way that I can continue to make this type of salary or to make this type of income, right? And so by his testimonial, it motivated me to get in a position, right? Because then I learned that it doesn't matter about your degree. You can have a high school diploma and make more money than someone with college degrees. So degrees does not matter. I need to level up on my income stream and where I'm headed in life, right? And so I started a home-based business. I started doing home-based business about 3 years ago, right? And I'm gonna be honest, I just got into the home-based business just to save money on taxes. I started learning the tax laws. I said, okay, I can get more tax money at the end of the year, and I can get back more money out of my paycheck, $500 or more out of my paycheck, right? Out of my paycheck. And I decided to, okay, let's go with that. But when I looked at him, it made me level up, right? It made me level up. So let me start with sharing this with you all right now as the people are coming in. Second stimulus check, right? So for many people, they may be dependent on the government. They really may be dependent on the government. But this is why you have to save yourself, people. This is why it should be dependent on you. Let me see. Why can't I get this out? I don't know how to get this out. But it says millions of Americans missed their first stimulus checks. Here's how Congress, let's look at this, can fix the next one. I'm trying to exit out. Here's how Congress can fix the next one. I don't know how I can exit out this. Let me see what's popping up. Okay, here's how Congress can fix the next one. Okay. Okay, there you go. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, volunteers in the community outside Seattle set up tables on the streets and open their laptop to help the homeless people sign up for the economic stimulus payments, organized by a nonprofit called Angel Resource Connection. The group has registered about 400 people for the federal aid since April and are still funding those who have not yet applied, right? While more than 160 million Americans have received the federal payments. An estimated 12 million of the most vulnerable Americans may have missed out. Most eligible adults receive the money automatically. Eligible is the key word here. But very low income people who don't normally file tax returns. All right, let me repeat that. Very low income people who normally don't file tax returns have to submit an online form so the Internal Revenue Service knows how to reach them. It was an obvious problem from the start, but wasn't addressed in the rush to pass the $2 trillion CARES Act this past March and get the money out as quickly as possible, and hasn't been dealt with since, even as Congress considers a second stimulus. So low-income Americans still have not received their second stimulus, right? Low-income Americans still have not received their second stimulus. Listen to this. Less than 60% of people at or below the federal poverty level have received their payment by late May, compared to nearly 78% of those with higher incomes, according to a study from Urban Institute. A second round of stimulus isn't a done deal yet, right? It isn't a done deal. The White House is pushing for this, however, and Majority Leader 𝒞𝓄𝓃 said Tuesday that he's in favor of including them in the next stimulus package, but the GOP appears divided over the issue, and there's a long way to go before Republican-controlled Senate and Democratic-controlled House agree on a bill. In the first round, individuals were due a one-time payment up to $1,200, and families could receive $2,400 plus $500 per child, right? The size of the payment is scaled down by income level and phased out altogether for higher income Americans. A Democratic proposal that proposed the House in May would be more generous, providing $1,200 per child for a maximum payment of $6,000. It would make undocumented immigrants, right, who were excluded from the first round, eligible for the money. So this was passed in May. Yet it's clear that the government will need to take additional steps to get money to those who need it the most. There's evidence that the state governments have informed about 75% of those at risk of missing the first round of payments because their payments were either in SNAP, because let me repeat this. 75% of those at risk of missing the first round of payments because they participate in SNAP or Medicaid. Now, let me say this again. 75% of those at risk of missing the first round of payment because they participated in SNAP or Medicaid, but Congress did not specify, and the CARES Act from the data from those programs could be used to send out the second stimulus payment. So even with the second stimulus payment, Congress have not identified if people that participate in SNAP or Medicaid would be affected, right? But if a new stimulus bill is included, a second round of payments, lawmakers have a chance to tweak the program. I think we're going to see right now a huge disconnect between federal, state, and local governments. But I think Congress should be more aggressive in directing efforts to find the people, right? So it's an enormous problem that's being ignored, right? And so many people are homeless due to this pandemic. And Congress is saying that they need compassion to take a look at these people that are not kicked out of their homes. Let me tell you, eviction people is going to be an all-time high because the eviction is going to happen in 3 days. 3 days, landlords who have any type of loan, federal loan on their property, are going to be legally able to evict tenants. Martin from the 313 says the versus Snoop versus the DMX, the versus Snoop versus DMX, but I would rather watch the Queen of Credit. Okay, Snoop versus DMX is okay. I didn't know that, but thank you. Credit versus Cashflow. I got you, Martin. Martin said credit versus Cashflow. So you all put in credit. I don't know if it's credit versus Cashflow, Martin, because I'm all about credit and cash flow. So it would be credit versus credit and cash flow, right? Because I'm all about the cash flow. Martin, I'm all about the cash flow. So it will be credit and cash flow versus cash. Hello, Valerie from the ATL. Still have people coming in. Hello from Northern Virginia. Auburn is here. Hello, Auburn. Hello, how are you? And yeah. Auburn, you're asking me about the home-based business. Auburn, you've asked me this several times. You all, let me, Auburn, let me show you this. Auburn says, why is there a monthly fee? Okay, let me show you this, Auburn. Auburn is asking me about the cash flow component. Auburn is asking me about the cash flow. So, Auburn, let me show you this. Now, Auburn, I don't know if you were live when I first came in. Truth Seeker. If you're seeking for the truth, you're at the right channel. Hello from Los Angeles, California, right? Hello from Los Angeles, Truth Seeker. Martin, let me show you this, and maybe this will help you, because I don't know if you know, but that stimulus ends, the $99 credit for the home-based business ends 10, 11, 12 in 3 hours. So let me help you, right? Let me help you make a decision in 3 hours that can change your life. Now, when I first got on the live stream, I mentioned to you all, I'm a public school teacher and coach in Mississippi. Salary under, right? Under $60,000 a year. I knew when my uncle with a high school education, right? With a high school education was making 6 digits, and me with a graduate degree was making 5 digits pre-tax, before taxes. I needed to change my mindset, and I need to up my income level. So, Aubrey, let me show you this. This is me. Hello from Ohio, public school teacher earning under $6,000. This is my email, Queen of Credit. This is my Gmail here. See there, my name. Don't want you to think I'm falsifying information. I call my account Money Cometh today's date, $1,135.05. And I still have people asking me about $128 one-time investment. Had I not made that $128 one-time investment, I would not receive this. I would have not received this notifications today. And then look at this is my second screenshot. Text message to my phone. On top of that $1,000, $1,135, today at 9:18 a.m., $520 deposit. So right at a $1,600 deposit today. And so let me show you why I have you all looking, right? Why I have you all looking. Mark said USD, right? Mark says USD. That's not even my daily pay. That's not even my daily pay. And let me tell you, it's people in this that's making 10 times as much as I do. But I'm just going to show you that the middle person, the everyday school teacher, the everyday queen of credit can make this as well. So I'm going to log on to my account live. Right, you see my that's my email, LB@fixmycreditandcash.com. And that's not, it's 10 different ways you get paid in this company, right? You get a daily pay guarantee. That means every day. The only way to beat inflation, people, is that you can't get paid weekly. You can't get paid bi-weekly. It's with a daily pay. I have 76 people that's enrolled and signed up under me. We get a 1099 in the mail. It's a legit home-based business. That's not including the money that I make from my paycheck on my W-2 job, in which I receive more take-home pay with people that have higher degrees than me, because I have this home-based business. So they can have a specialist doctorate degree, but my take-home pay from my W-2 job, being a teacher and a coach, right, doing 2 jobs, and still getting paid that low budget price or annual income, this business pays me more. My daily income pay, we get paid every day, 10 different ways to get paid and making wealth real. My daily income pay has accumulated to $4,521.75. Right? So, Aubrey, when you ask me why the monthly, tell me any person that will work for free. Right? Any person that will work for free. You have experts that take care of all of your financial challenges. Every aspect of your financial life, these experts take care of it, right? It's called working smarter and not harder. See, that job that pays me, I love working with kids. I love teaching and coaching basketball, but I also love teaching and coaching credit. And I work hard on that job. I set my alarm at 5:30 a.m. Sometimes I get home at 10:30 p.m., 11 o'clock at night. But it pays me less, right? It pays me less than this cash flowing home-based business. And it's not it's not a product-based business where I have to buy the products up front, put the capital up front, and get my returns later, right? It's tax less because and to get financial freedom is not how much money you make, is how you make your money. What tax bracket are you in, right? So this home-based business covers every aspect of your financial life. Every aspect of your financial life. Let me see, what is the link? Let me see, did I log out? I sure will. Let me log in again. I will drop the link for you. And so what experts do you know will work for free? Right? Will your dentist work for free for you, continuous, ongoing? Will your mechanic work for you, continuous, ongoing? But this is what you didn't ask. First of all, even if you did not get the three people that you need, right? The three people that you need to make the business no cost to you. See, when you get three people to become your business partners in the business, it's no cost to you. So you're asking about the monthly investment, not the monthly cost, right? We got to change our vocabulary. You want to be financially free, you have to change your vocabulary. So the monthly investment, people can be, doesn't have to be $119 a month, which is less than $4 a day. You spend $4 a day, right? You spend $4 a day, more than that, on your Chick-fil-A meal, on your lunch every day. As Eric the hip hop preacher said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you will be successful, right? So LaShonda asks, how do we get in? Pay the $99. LaShonda on Facebook, is the regular price is $228. You're getting a $99 discount, which makes it $129 if you get in the next 2 hours. If you get in for the next 2 hours. Okay, Aubrey says, thanks for explaining. I'm sorry, there are a lot of scams out here. I have to believe it's legit. And you know what, Aubrey? A lot of people that enroll in credit repair tell me that about it's a lot of scam. I paid somebody to do my credit. They took my money. Then you really get into the meat and potatoes and you say, well, how long have you been in the business? How long have you been paying this company? Did they take your money? And you find out they only been in it for 2 months, but it took them years. They're 35 years old. They're 41 years old. They're 56 years old. They're 27 years old. It took them years, right, to establish that bad credit profile, but they want to get out of it in 2 months. And after 2 months of paying a very low cost, a monthly payment, they say it's a scam. Now, have some people actually been scammed, right? I'll answer that, Gigi. Maybe so. Maybe some people have took their money in the credit repair. Maybe they didn't deliver. But, you know, I think the number of people who give up, and let me share this with you. You all remember that meme that goes around? See, can I find it? Sometimes people just give up too soon. And then sometimes people have their own limiting beliefs, right? Sometimes people have their own limiting beliefs. And I can't find that meme right now, but if it was the shovel or the two people shoveling, right? And one of them decided to give up. They was just about on the verge of breaking through. And one of them decided to give up, but the other one kept going and kept going. And see, this is the thing. Most people would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars establishing bad credit, but they don't want to make the investment or have the patience, right, of what it takes to get good credit. Good evening, Green Eyes. I'm glad you're in the building. Gigi says, if one of your associates' potential problems have credit issues, can they sign up and repair their own credit while building associate potential partners? And they fix their own credit. MWR does do month-to-month credit restoration for you, right? Me, I do it all at once. I do a lot at once because my credit consulting is based off of people getting you in and getting you out. That's what I don't think a lot of people understand. I have to recycle and repeat customers, right? Because everything with me is upfront, one-time payment. And this is what we're going to get done. And it's continuous dispute until till the goal is achieved, right? But with month to month, it's really no incentives to get if you have numerous negative accounts, right? Because their best interest is to keep you as a customer on a month-to-month basis. My best interest through my credit consultation is to get these 50 or 100 people out the way because I'm trying to get 50 or 100 more in. So my best interest is always to be quick, fast, efficient, because my success depends on the numbers of people or the number of people, not the number of monthly payments. But when you have month-to-month services, their success depends on the number of monthly payments. My success depends on the number of people, right? So don't ever think if you're working with me in consulting and coaching that I don't want to get your deletions done, your updates done, because I have other people. And that's why, you know, when I get people that sign up for like bankruptcies and everything, I don't like bankruptcy because it could be a year-long process. But then you look at it. If you do nothing when it comes to a bankruptcy, it can stay on your credit report for up to 10 years. A Chapter 7 bankruptcy, 10 years. So what are your options, right? What are your options? So Innocent says, hi, everyone. I knew so nice to catch you live. I've been searching for help a very long time. Innocent, Infinite, Trinity, welcome to the channel. Glad you're able to catch live, right? Glad you're able to catch my live stream. You all have any questions, go ahead and ask them now. No problem, hon. I know sometimes when you're typing and comment, yeah, you can't rush it. You can't rush it. I don't mean any harm. You know, I like to say this in my Michael Jackson voice, with love. But if you have people, if you have a challenging credit profile, 10, 15 collection charge out, 7, 8 collection charge out, the credit agencies make billions of dollars off of your bad credit. Billions. They sell your bad credit to subprime lenders. Excuse me, it was a net or something flying. Subprime lenders who like to charge you high interest rates. It's always in the bank's, I think it's a net flying around me, best interest to charge you high interest rates. Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. It is tedious work. That's why I told people the crown of credit repair for me, a couple of months, I'm going to really probably hang it up because I'm tired. It is tedious work. It is repetitive work. And when people wait to the last minute right? Until they're in my Mississippi Jackson voice. I'm getting my Mississippi accent on now. I'm saying, y'all, Jesus, when people wait till that, they are in a just desperate situation. And wait till the last minute and come to you or come to me. And they are desperate. I need this house next month. I need this credit card next month. I need my credit up next month. And some of them needed it yesterday. That doesn't make my work any easier. Instead of them being proactive, they be reactive, right? Archie says, thank you for the $5 super chat. Don't see enough YouTube broadcasters alive for a live conversation about Heal Credit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I thank you so much for understanding, because you wouldn't believe how many people give super chats to Will and Jada entanglement. I've seen super chats on the gossip of Will and Jada entanglement for up to $100. I promise you, I could not believe it. The latest gossip, they give $5 super chat, $20 super chat. Relationships, experts. Some of you need to be single so you can save some money. They give $50, $100. I'm looking to get married. I'm looking for a spouse. Nothing wrong with wanting love, attention. Nothing wrong with that, but you need to get your bank account up too. The super chats I see on these YouTube channels that will not help them with their credit and cash flow is just alarming to me. I'm astonished. I mean, big super chats. But if I tell somebody, Archie, that asks me a question about their financial health, and I said, well, give me a super chat. Some of them won't give it. They wanted that for free. Let me tell you something, people. If you get in a relationship and your bank account is in the negative, it's not going to be much love making going on. I promise you that. I've been married. I can tell you firsthand knowledge. You're not going to feel sexual men. You're not going to feel horny. You're not going to feel attracted. Your checking account is in the negative. Bills are due. Credit score is low. Low cash flow. That kills love instantaneously, in my Mississippi French, as Martin would say. You want to drop the love and lust instantaneously? Have some money problems in your marriage. Have some money problems in that dating relationship. You won't even be in the mood. Oh, Lord, I need to do relationship problems. The lack of money will definitely produce the lack of romance. And the lack of finance will be the lack of romance. Oh, Lord, I'm getting all off the topic. But, laughter is good for the soul, according to the Bible. What is this? Just got recommended. Leon Lucky V. This is all about your credit and your cash flow. Your credit, your cash flow, and your love life. Gigi, thank you so much for supporting the channel and your $5 super chat. Innocent Infinite Trinity says, speak. Marn, you said a mouthful then. Relationship, people, is a business. You know what? Honestly, my next marriage is going to be based off reciprocity of not only do you compliment my weaknesses, but do you respect my strengths? And definitely, let me tell you all this. And Kendra, my queen, thank you so much for the $25 super chat. Let me tell you all this. This is something that the marriage counselor did not do for me. They did not tell me to check that credit score and that bank and that debt ratio before I got married. I'm giving you some financial advice right now. I don't care if that woman is a size 6 or a size 8, right? I don't care if she glows in the morning and the sun just gleams off of her beautiful face. You allow that woman to get your checking account in the negative, and all of that attraction will be taken away. I don't care. I don't care. This I do know. And the same thing for women and men. Women, you get a man that abuses money, that keeps you struggling, that you co-sign for that vehicle for, or co-sign for him to get that loan, and he goes up and mess up your credit and your cash flow, the honeymoon is over. It's over. Love won't live there anymore. No finance, no romance. I'm telling you. I'm telling you firsthand knowledge, people. Firsthand knowledge. And I really thought that my marriage ended because we just grew apart. But I really found out that the core of the cancer of the marriage, well, we was always stressed out about money, and it led to other things, right? It led to other things. The money led to infidelity. The money led to arguments. The money led to stress. The money led to, I can't attend, our daughter's basketball games. I need to work overtime. We was never there. I know that Dave Ramsey stuff sounds good, get a second job, but that affects your marriage when that spouse is never at home. Or when two people are always working. And when you can't even take a lovecation, you can't afford. You have to wait to anniversary days. You just can't decide, look, honey, it's springtime. Let's go do a romantic getaway. Or it's the summer. Let's do a romantic getaway. The only time you can do a romantic getaway is around anniversary time. That's stress. And let me tell you, they say the money is the root of our evil. If money is the love of money is the root of our evil, then the lack of money is hell on earth. I'm going to sit behind it. If the love of money is the root of our evil, then the lack of money is all hell on earth. So, someone asked, you all got me into preaching, or am I taking application? I have good credit, no cash, but can do a balance transfer check, LOL. Martin, you're wailing. Detroit, Michigan. I'm in Mississippi. That's not gonna work. So no, I'm not taking applications from the 313. Long distance relationships won't work either, I don't think. So you have good credit and no cash. Get your cash up, Martin. Invest in that. Invest in a home-based business. It's a necessity, right, to survive on this earth, right? To survive in this earth. So you want to be happy in life, people. Not only does attracting a person that make you laugh, let me tell you, attracting a person to make you laugh helps. Attracting a person that listens to your vision and goals helps. Attracting a person that is complete helps. They are already completed. You're not responsible for that person's happiness. They're already completed in themselves. They're already happy within themselves. They just want to transfer their happiness and completeness to you. True relationships, and I know it's not about credit and cash flow, but true relationships is when a person can be who they are around you, and every moment you get with them, you love it. And when you have money problems, it escalates into other problems. I'm just being honest. It really does, right? So innocence. I'm in Texas, but can you tell me where to find some good letters? I'm sorry. I may do that later on. Innocence, Infinite Trinity. I may do that later on when I give up the game of doing it and working with people. But I don't do it right now because, and let me show you this. And I'm not going to call these people names out, but I have purchased do-it-yourself letters, and for me, it's just been nothing but a joke. It's been nothing but a joke. This was one, this person is so famous on YouTube and Instagram. Let's see. Can't get it to. I don't know. I can't get it to show. But it's a dispute letter, public dispute record, dispute letter. This was a joke. I buy them all the time because I really want to know if there are some legitimate do-it-yourself letters out there for credit repair. I buy them all the time. And they do nothing. They don't report any of the laws under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's very watered down. I purchased the ones that even say, hand write your letters. You know, this is from a multi-millionaire, and his. I went to the conference for real estate, and they was preaching that you can repair your credit yourself and do it yourself, and invest in our credit repair services, and it didn't work. It wasn't anything, right, to invest in. And so, but this I can tell you, I just have this here. So happy when I paid out this BMW note. I was so happy when I paid out this BMW note. I'm gonna tell you what, people, I do want another vehicle one day, but it's going to be when my assets are up. It's going to be when my assets are up. And I wouldn't ever use my credit again until my cash flow is where I needed to invest in liabilities. Because at the end of the day, you know, debt is anything that takes money out of your pocket every month that doesn't pay you back. I want you all to put this in here. Let's have some credit class. Let's have credit class. And Jesus or Martin, will you all let me know how many thumbs up I have while I'm doing this? That is anything you get out of your pocket every month that doesn't pay you back. It doesn't pay you back. So make a mind message connection. Make sure that you all are good note takers. Note takers are money makers. 38. Well, maybe my algorithm is off. It's showing me like over 1,000 people again are live. So you all hit those thumbs up if you are tuning in to me, tuning in with me rather on YouTube. And I do have other platforms that may be calculating in, like Periscope. Hit those hearts, invite your followers, and YouTube, hit like and share. Yes, the thumbs up is free, right? And so debt is anything you pay out of your pocket every month that doesn't pay you back. So what's the reversal of that? What's the reversal of that? Cash flow. Cash flow is anything right? That you pay or you can pay one time out of your pocket that pays you back monthly, or in my case with the home-based business daily. And I also have real estate investment. Yes, let's give 1,000 thumbs up if you are. Thank you so much, Tyra. You are watching on my YouTube channel. Tyra says, I'm trying to get people to get this home-based business. These folks talk about they need the next stimulus check because they broke. Tyra, you know what? And you know what? It's sad, but it's so true. Let me exhale. People have abused their stimulus. They use this to buy seafood. Walmart at the beginning of this sold out of television. Some people even got new vehicles. Some people even got new vehicles with their stimulus. They didn't use it to invest. And seriously and honestly, they are broke. And let's see how many people are up for eviction, right? Eviction because they didn't pay anything on their rent. Let's see. A lot of people think it's too time consuming to watch an hour-long broadcast on credit and cash flow. That takes up too. This is too long. She gives too many shout outs at the beginning of her videos. They don't even, stay into it. If the love of money is the root of all evil, right? I need to write that down, Martin. Thank you so much. If the love of money is the root of all evil, then the lack of money is definitely hell on earth. That's Queen of Credit, chapter 1, verse 1. Queen of Credit 101. Thank you so much, more. So it says, I know the process of doing so and can provide great information to you personally that will definitely benefit and empower our people on a more personal level. I'm always interested in empowering our people. So send me an email at ld@fixmycredit and cash. And I'm doing this in caps. ld@fixmycreditandcash.com. Innocence. ld@fixmycreditandcash.com. Send me an email. Yes, long trips. I love, I'm seeing some new people. Thank you all for commenting. Come on in and commenting. Okay, so living below, let me see. Says she's just joined the home-based business, just enrolled as a financial director. Yes, you did. And I think it's done. So a lot of people are accessing the page. Make sure you enroll in the home-based business. Martin says reversal of debt is cash flow. Martin, I have to write that down because you all just don't know. I be flowing all the time. And sometimes I don't even remember what I said on my own videos because it just be spirit led, right? So Marcus just accessed the page for the home-based business. Marcus, go ahead and enroll. And if you all that's accessing the page, if you don't know how to enroll, go ahead and text my phone and I'll get you started. And the keywords will be credit and cash flow. If you're interested in a home-based business, go ahead and text it to 601-720-2063. Right? The CARES Act, MEM, moration, on eviction end this weekend. I'm going to share that with you all in a few minutes. Some people says our people are not ready to free themselves. That's true. You know, they said what made Harriet Tubman so successful is not how many people she freed, but how many people she knew to leave behind, right? That was the secret to her success. Not how many people she actually freed, but the people she knew didn't have the mindset to go forward. And that has made me successful in credit repair as well. That has made me successful. When some people text me at midnight or on Sundays, right? Or they ask me questions about, I give them a quote from the credit analysis, and they ask me questions about, well, you know, I tried this other company and they did this and that, or, you know, can you lower this quote, this and that, and or what about, do you take month to month? I'm like, nah, I don't really take month to month, because according to you, in my Marvin Parvin voice, according to your credit history profile, it you know, it has proven that you're not good with month to month obligations, right? And like I said, it's an investment. It's an investment. And credit repair is so tedious, and the credit agencies are playing so many games right now. They are playing so many games. I mean, Equifax, people send their information in, they send them a letter back and say, hey, can you resend your driver's license, Experian, right? Or the original creditors or debt collectors would say, will you send this information in? We've seen that you're filing for identity theft, and you're saying that this was reported as a result of identity theft. So will you send us information? You're not supposed to send them any information to verify you. That's their job, to verify who they are, to verify who you are, rather, right? That's the job of the original creditors. You don't assist them by sending in your driver's license, your information, your da. Those are letters you ignore. That's their job to do that, right? And so let me put the home-based business link back up. It was an opportunity link. Good question. Hello. Look, I have all my guys in the house. I have 313. I got Jesus and Mr. Mentor. I got Martin in. Carla said Martin is trying hard. And Tyra laughing. And Martin said it just come natural. Yeah, Martin, you got to have that credit gain cash flow, huh? You can't just have one after two. So, great question on Periscope. This is for the home-based business opportunity. Go ahead. It's like 2 more hours to get that $99 credit and to get started. Great question on Periscope. Do I think there will be a cashless society? Yeah, banks are hoarding coins. Banks are hoarding coins. And I think, you all put in here that Queen of Credit says, I think by January 1st of next year, we will definitely be in a cashless society. I think, right? Okay. I think there will. I think there'll definitely be a cashless society by 2020. So yes, we're glad he's here. Thank you, Living Below, for hitting that like button. No problem, huh? Thank you. That's for free. Appreciate that. We need to become business owners, get out the system, stop using social security number, understand everything we do is about commerce. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that, because even in the home-based business, you use your social security number. As long as your social can be converted, to the deductions that a franchise or franchisee get. So you can convert your social security number through a home-based business and still get the tax benefits and tax deductions of someone that owns a franchise. See, the rich believes in owning nothing and controlling everything, right? Oh yeah, now I definitely agree. Do not deal with those CPNs. A lot of people have jail times behind it, right? Do not deal with those CPNs for credit repair. That's one of the biggest scams. Eileen, there is a way out of the matrix. There is a way out of a matrix, right? There is a way out of the matrix. I've heard about the birth certificate free of debt, but that was so it's just a very a hard, difficult, challenging process to do that. Of becoming a natural born citizen from the people that I researched in, right? It is a way out of the matrix, right? Mar, some banks are decreasing people's credit card limits. My banks increased mine. Because when I first got a hold of that, right, Jamie, you will be on Facebook. You will be. When I first got a hold, understood FICO 10 was coming now in July, and in March when they put out this health pandemic, I immediately called my creditors, all of my I call my credit cards my investing partners, right? My credit cards are my investing partners. And so I call all of my investors and ask for a credit limit increase. And I was granted that. So, some people did get a decrease in their credit card limits, but me, myself, personally, firsthand knowledge, I got an increase, right? Innocence Infinite, thank you so much for that comment, hon. Yeah, nothing but love and respect to you as well. And yes, please enlighten our people. Please enlighten our people. And so let me share this screen with you all. The CARES Act, eviction. I don't know, let me get this pop-up off. Housing organizations prepared. The coronavirus aid relief and economic stimulus, that's abbreviated for CARES Act, provided a temporary moratorium on evictions across the country when it was signed into law on March 27th. It's set to end, everyone, July 25th, 3 days, right? 3 days. They're expecting to see an increase in the number of people requesting their assistance. So we did see a small uptick of folks that were calling, getting evictions from the CARES Act. Was about to expire as early as last month, and this was in March, so they extended it right to July. So they're expecting another uptick. And we are averaging, they're saying they're averaging about 30 to 35 new additional intakes a week before this pandemic. And right around the end of February, 1st of March, we're seeing an average of 30, 35 initial intakes. Since then, from anywhere between 80 to 85 new intakes across the 13 county area. So that's about 45% increase, right? So the CARES Act for evictions do end. It's up. It's over with. People are definitely need answers or financial solutions, right? Gigi says she would like to learn to teach people to repair mangrove. Hats off to you. You definitely can do that. But right now, I am burnt out for doing it. And it's not from the process, it's just about the people, right? I am totally burnt out. I'm totally burnt out. I'm totally burnt out. Because as I was explaining earlier, people don't understand this is a process. They don't understand everything won't get done the first time. I'm the queen, still won't get done the first time. Still get a lot of results done. The credit agencies play a lot of installment games. And when I tell them 30 days, they think it's, 30 days including weekends, it's 30 business days, which is 6 weeks. And then even when they get their respond in the mail, they don't understand that they have to scan and upload their document. I have to give people tutorials on how to use their iPhones, which I don't mind. Someone taught me, but it gets overwhelming, right? How to use their iPhone to scan and email documents. I asked them, do not send me your entire 75-page credit report, right? Because I guess this is the good and bad of it. I guess I make people feel like that that they are my only customers. They don't realize I get over sometimes 50 people on a daily basis that's texting me, that's emailing me that I'm working on. And I don't want to add staff. I don't. I'm just being honest, because that's another job within itself. They have to be trained and conducted. So I like protecting my intellectual knowledge and property. But I don't know. And then I'm just gonna be honest. Yes, I would say you can, even if you have Android, there are apps out there to scan documents. And then some people just have to end up going to Office Max or whatever. But if you're gonna pay over $1,000 for a smartphone, people use it to make money and to improve your credit, right? Or I get people that they've received, they don't even know that sometimes when you get letters in the mail for the credit agency's card, it comes in large white envelopes. And then I understood that because I'm in public education, even some people with specialists and doctorate degrees don't know how to read their credit reports. So it's just so much. It's so much. It's not the process of getting information deleted or updated, or it's the people. And it's so much. And I asked myself, why are people like Corey P. Smith? Why is Will Roundtree now doing do-it-yourself? Why is CJ the Credit Fixer stop doing videos? Why has Gizzy Credit fallen off, right? Why are these people not streaming? And it's because people, it wear and tear on you. I'm gonna give you all this story. I had someone that $450 was the cost, and they disputed. They didn't update me. They did not inform me what their results were. They didn't email me to see if anything got deleted. Nothing. They paid through PayPal in March, $450. And I received a notification from PayPal that this person is disputed. They wanted a refund. I haven't heard from this client. And that's why I stopped taking PayPal payments. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not. When that person do. And you know what? I got so caught up. I had so many clients that I was working on that paid 3 times as much as that I need to get their work done. And the home-based business that, PayPal gives you a certain time frame to submit that you did the work and perform the work. I didn't even care. I'm like, give them their $450 back, whatever. I won't deal with that person again. And so that's why I moved from PayPal to Cash App. Because I'm on here live, right? Daily, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. And if I had any issues with clients where I was just being dishonest, right? Then the first thing I could do was hide and not go live, because all of my clients would be, I would have to have Zeus and everybody to throw a block party, because they would definitely get on here and talk about that I took their money and didn't repair their credit if I was that type of person. So I don't even take live streaming. PayPal. I'm like, I don't have time for this. That takes up too much of my time and energy. Yeah, $450. And I'm telling you all this to be true, that people that usually pay under $650, $600 for me have been the biggest headache. Have been the biggest headaches. The biggest headaches. And so when people come to me and say that credit repair business have taken their money, they're not real. I'm like, well, look, I've been on the other end of that equation, of that stick. And so usually people with bad credit, yeah. Well, Martin, this was not a church person. And I have to say that, but there have been some pastors. I used to do, take people on in Mississippi, central Mississippi, some pastors. And they was pastors of a church, and I gave them a very, very low ball price. They had bankruptcy report. I think their price was like $650. They wanted me to meet them at McDonald's, like, they couldn't scan, they couldn't email. That's why I said, you know what? I'm not doing credit repair in central Mississippi. Where I live, it's just, I don't want to do it. And I stopped it. Now I have some people in the northern part of Mississippi and southern part of Mississippi. Right. And so just, Mr. Mental said he loved block parties. Right. So I'm not discouraging anyone who wants to do credit consulting or coaching. But let me tell you, the struggle is real. Because, and I'm going to say this again, my Michael Jackson voice, with love. But people usually with low credit scores have a low business IQ. They really don't know how to scan. They don't know how to send emails, in a business manner. They send emails that's very lengthy, and they don't understand that you're dealing with so many people on a daily basis that you don't have time to read or 10. And I'm going to be very vulnerable and honest with you all. I was like that, right? I worked in the school system. You're in Georgia. I am like that in Georgia, right? I worked in the school system, and I used to send my principal these long, long emails. And, they really, brought some, she said, look, I can't read those long dissertations. So I had to understand she's getting email from other teachers in the school, from other parents, from her boss, the superintendents, on a daily basis. So when people are flooded with emails, you have to understand in the business world that emails are meant for information, not conversation. You have to limit them to 2 to 3 lines, because you have to keep in mind, I'm not the only person that's seeking the queen of credit out for credit repair. Gigi says, took advantage of the low interest rates to refinance our loans, got at 2.9% from 5. Oh, congratulations, Gigi. Congratulations. So not trying to discourage you, but I could really write a book about the stress of credit repair. Freemason is definitely involved. The struggle is real, right? I always go below business hours. Send me text messages. There's oh my God, so long and lengthy. And I know people want to relate to me because they feel like they can, because I'm very open and honest about my life, my divorce, my emotions, and they go into that. But at the end of the day, I promise you, people, I've heard it all. All I need to know is, how can I help you with your credit score? They tell me they're taking care of a parent who's ill. I've been through a divorce. I've been through that. And I don't know if they try to get the prices down. And some people are true. They're stressed out. But when it comes to business, right, you need business. And then what makes mine a little difference is my credit consultation is not set up on no, I'm not innocent infinite. You don't know the other side of me. See, in this camera, I may appear that way, But you can ask my clients. I block people from my phones. I told them I'm not going to read 75 pages of your credit report. Don't email me your login information. Log in for yourself. Right. Yeah, because I told them this is not a dumb, if they think they can sit back and twiddle their fingers, right? And twiddle their fingers, I promise you, that's my closest friend. And twiddle their fingers, and all of a sudden they're supposed to go from a 600 to a 720, And so let me share some more screen results. But I do like that. I do like the fact that I get results like these, for example. This is the part that I'm going to miss. Not the people per se, not the people, but the results of freeing people, right? And I even posted this on my YouTube. Won't necessarily miss the people when I get out of this, but I probably will miss showing people, and I found another way to do it, right? I found another way to do it, but I would definitely miss the excitement of when people show me these results. And this is as large, I can blow this up. When you can see all these accounts like this deleted. Trying to make sure. And I probably need to delete this because I didn't know. I'm gonna delete that. I didn't know it. I'm gonna repost it. Thought I saw some addresses at the on the bottom of this. I need to delete that off my Facebook as well. So I'm gonna delete that post. But I do miss that. But the people, yeah, emails are for information, not conversations. And Martin, oh, thank you so much, hon. Thank you so much. People with low credit scores, yeah, that's true. And I don't want to lowball them like that, but that is so true. They usually do, and this is what makes it hard when you're doing this, because they do lack business savvy, and that's what makes it hard. It really does, because I'm going to be honest with you all. When I'm dealing with people that's already in the high 700s and they just need something like inquiry removals and things like that, their emails are on point. They scan an email. They're right to the point. They are right on business. They just like, I just need these inquiries removed. I'm trying to get business credit. The process of dealing with people that's over a 700 versus people that's below a 700 is unbelievable. I could really write a book on it. Right? And so I think my home-based business, let me check my face, but they may be live, and I have to share this with you all, even though YouTube might cut me out, but it's only 3 hours. I know I've been teaching, preaching, but I've been telling you all that cash flow, right? Cash flow without the credit score will leave you broke. Ava, go to Ava, or I don't know. I think I've already told you this. Oh, I need to make this announcement as well, that the credit analysis price has changed as well. The credit analysis price has changed. So you go to my website, 𝒞𝓃𝓄cash.com. And now one thing about inquiries, if it's not 5 or more, it has to be accounts that you did not get approved for. But if it's not at least 5 or more, then I don't it's not really worth my time and getting it done. So just go to my website, www.𝒞𝓃𝓄cash.com, credit help, and my credit analysis price has changed to $125, right? And the reason why, because number one, a lot of people that don't do what I do was already charging that and more, but everyone has to get a custom credit analysis, include this still a small investment, the full tri-match credit report. You pull your credit report here. There's a source that I use. And I even have a YouTube video that shows you how to email and upload me your credit report, right? I have some people that pay for or invested in credit analysis that have not emailed the credit report. So it's twofold. So just go there. And the reason why I had to change is because I was doing address removal and name removal for no cost to my clients. And I found out other people, well, first of all, credit repair businesses don't do it at all, right? They don't do it at all. They just dispute, which is one reason why it takes them longer to get negative items removed, right? I showed a video earlier with Prince Donald explaining that how getting addresses and names removed is still inaccurate reporting. And once you get those removed and deleted, it definitely will get the negative accounts that's reporting removed faster. And so I was doing it at no cost. And I said, well, you know what? I can't afford to keep this credit analysis at this price and to do that service at no cost. So I decided to change the credit analysis price today, right? So get that done, and the address and name removal and all of that will be included in the price. And once you become a client with those inquiries, this is still have to be the first step process. Inquiry assistance removal is $55 per inquiry, right? $55 per inquiry or inquiry, whichever way you want to say it. Oh, thank you so much. No problem, Innocent. I didn't take it that way, hon. No problem. I thank you so much. I need a car match repo removed. I just sent me a copy of the deficiency letter that was returned to sender. Oh my God. The repo was $980 and added $900 in fees. What can you do? Get that credit analysis. And definitely, and I can assist you with that, but I have to see your credit report first. Midnight Cobra, the CFPB. No, CFPB really doesn't help. You know, I've done that, especially in my first year of credit. They don't really help. You know, but it is another tool. But I have to see how that repossession is reported. It's reported inaccurate, incomplete, or unverifiable. Now, the last time I shared this video, you know, it downsized my live stream. So you all stay on live. I'm not going to share it long, but this is 2 hours. So I do want to share you all what's going on with the credit repair. With the cash flow in business, because it takes a combination of cash flow and credit, right? I'm just going to be honest. Let me see what they're talking about. I'm going to share you a snippet, and then we'll get back on the topic of credit.
It is viral. Do you hear me? That is just unbelievable. And you got the car bonus as well. You went from $500 to how much per month?
I did. As of last night, I went from the $500 luxury car bonus to $1,250, the second tier. So I'm so excited about that tier.
Now, let me tell you guys what this means. We have a membership called the Financial Edge membership. Now, yes, you can make some money. You're going to hear people give themselves a 5-figure pay raise tonight because we're dealing with 3 of the top producers in the entire company. We even have a special guest coming on in a second from corporate, the visionary, the man, the myth, the legend who started this whole thing and made 𝒞𝓄𝓼 for thousands of people. Christy, you actually had people, more than one, call you in tears today, not only because they're making money, but because they have hope again. Talk about the importance of hope and why this time, this age, this era with COVID, why hope is so important. I cried on one of your messages.
Brian, it's been like that all weekend, and that's what makes this all worth it. Like, I know you guys hear us talking about, the money that we make, but hearing these testimonies from people who have trusted us and had faith to, you know, get out of their comfort zone and do this business. Even some people who have never, like Quanah, who've never done a home-based business before. One of them in particular, this one young lady, I'm not going to call her name, but she called me in tears and she said, I just want you to understand why this is so important to me. She said, when I took this last job that she had, she took a pay cut. And she said that pay cut was about $18,000 to $20,000. Brian, do you know that a couple of days ago, she went from $50 to $100 to make up, like Quanah just said, to make up that difference in $18,000 that she could not get from her job. And now, not only did her daily guarantee hit $100 a day, but because we get paid so many different ways in this compensation plan, the other bonuses, she's halfway to her goal of what she needs to be able to walk away from her job. And she just, when she sent me that video today, she was crying. Of course, it made me cry, but it's the impact on, it's not so much how much money you make, it's what the money allows you to be able to do. And I think that's the part that people miss.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Charles, give me a mic check.
Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me?
All right. Sounds good, man. Listen, let me show you guys why everybody's so excited. Let me show you guys what everybody's talking about. Let me show you guys why Making Wealth Real is making a difference. See, if you notice this, every company that's making a difference in the world right now is providing solutions.
Mm-hmm.
Why are people calling us crying? Why are people in tears? Why are people giving themselves 5-figure pay raises? See, people thought I was playing when I called this organization Extra Digit. I went from 3 figures to 4 figures to 5 figures to 6 figures to 7 over the years because I hated my job earning 3 figures, and I just knew there had to be a better way. So I was working for this company. I can't give you guys the name of it, but they call it the Bank of America. And I realized that my dreams will never come true if somebody either has to die or retire before I become an executive. Somebody has to die or retire before I become a vice president. Somebody has to die or retire before I become a senior vice president. I still remember the titles. Somebody has to die or retire before I become an executive vice president. I went up on the 50th floor. There's a building here downtown Atlanta, still here. Bank of America, like not headquarters. Headquarters isn't like Charlotte.
I think my views are dropping again, but this is what I want you all to do. If you're interested in that home-based business, go to this website, How to Increase, and I'm going to answer some. Your Cashflow.com. I know you might have to leave here, but it's a $99 credit. You need to hear the rest of that testimonial. I'm just going to share it on my Facebook. I'm going to share it on my Facebook page because I guess YouTube doesn't like that. So just go to How to Increase. Let me make sure I'm sharing. How to increase your, is it cash flow or income? How to increase your, let me make sure that's the right, correct website. Then I answer this question. Yeah, how to increase your cashflow.com. So go there, learn more. But it says if I request a credit limit of American Express after getting a credit increase with Visa Platinum 2 months ago. If I request a credit limit with American Express Visa. So are you saying you receive? Yeah, and Jesus is right. It depends on if they do a hard pull on your credit report. But even with a hard pull, it may drop your credit score from maybe 5 to maybe 10 points. But I always inquire with them and ask them if they would do a hard pull, right? Which American Express more than likely will, right? More than likely will. So go to How to Increase Your Cashflow.com and then text me at 601-720-2063. Credit and cash flow. Some people are texting that they are ready. I have my phone on silent. And in the meantime, if you are having credit related questions, go ahead and I'll ask them now. I'm going to devote about 5 minutes to answering those. If you want to know, if you want to work with me personally, what are the steps? If you have personal, questions about any credit situation, this I will inform you all of that. Oh my God, that dropped drastically, Jesus. So I see what it is. But hey, it's still showing 70 people live. So you all make sure you hit the thumbs up, right? Just know, people, that a lot of people next month will be requested for loan modifications, which will require another look at your credit. But in the meantime, this is for the home-based business people. That's the text for the home-based business. Now, if you want my personal credit consulting business while I'm still in the game, go to fixmycreditandcash.com, and you have to invest small investment of $125 for your credit analysis. And then you become a client and you get special services with me that you will not get from any month-to-month credit repair business, right? I don't know what that means about the Arkansas. So caught up in the system. Yeah, but it's people will get out, right? People will get themselves out because it's desperate times right now for desperate measures. Desperate times right now for desperate measures. So even with credit restoration, I said to myself, well, if barbers and beauticians can increase hair pricing and people will pay for that, then I'm just at a point now where I have to increase their credit analysis because of my expertise and my ability to help people at a faster rate with credit. And I have been lowballing myself. I had to give myself that speech that it's not the people that, or it wasn't me that was setting goals too high and missing them. I was setting my goals too low and actually hitting them. And that's even with my prices. I have to come to realizations, my worth, what I do for people in this industry, and knowing that they in no way could get that from any credit repair services. And the fact that more people are falling off, right? More people are falling off, and more people is not even helping, right? Even helping with that. So don't want to do real work to free themselves from this government system, man. I understand what you're saying about the government system, innocent, infinite, but that natural person is not an easy topic. It's not an easy thing. It does require a lot of reading and research, right? Thank you so much, Leaf Smith, for hitting the thumbs up. 941 Phillips, I probably did miss your question. Go ahead and submit that other question. And I had some people that joined me in an earlier live stream that watched this video. So why Phillips is resubmitting a question, then I will share this with you all. I will share this video. I thought this was a very powerful video about credit. So Philip, please resubmit that question. I did miss it. And we're going to end the note on this because I really have to get some people enrolled in the home-based business. So we're going to end the note with this, or the night with this rather. Melissa says, how can a person remove medical bills from a third party? Melissa, if you're interested, you can definitely invest in my services. Now, this one thing I can say, when it comes to medical bills, I usually get those off the first round, the first attempt. Right? Usually have no issues with medical bills. And it's not because of HIPAA laws when it comes to your credit report. The Fair Credit Reporting Act specifically has a law that states it's a violation to report medical collections or medical bills. Now, when it comes to debt collectors and disputing with debt collectors, you have a 30-day window. You have a 30-day right to make them validate the debt. And debt validation is, let me pull this up real quick, because this is what a lot of people go to. They go to Google and they get letters like this for free, right? They Google sample debt validation letters and they wonder why. Hello, Carissa. Hello, hon. They wonder why that they're not effective and legally not on the debt. Legally not on the debt. Oh, I shared the wrong page. I'm going to share that later. Let me share this page. And they Google something like this for free and they try to use this, but let me explain to you all why it's not effective. So they'll do something like this: sample debt validation letters for debt collectors. Use this letter to dispute a debt collection you're unsure of. So it goes on to say, not every debt collector who contacts you is attempting to collect a legitimate debt. Sometimes debt collectors scam consumers into paying debts that are not real or aren't real or have already been paid. Federal law gives you the right to request a debt collector to provide proof that you owe a debt. It's the best way to ensure that you're not paying a debt or you don't owe a debt that the debt collector isn't authorized to collect from. The debt validation request is time sensitive. You must make your request in writing within 30 days of the debt collector's initial contact with you. If you wait more for 30 days, your validation request may not be covered under the debt collection law. Now, this is the thing. Most people do this. They copy and paste these letters. Please send the following information: the name of the original creditor, the account number, and the amount owed. Verification that there is a valid basis for claiming, right? That the claimant I am required to pay the current amount owed. Details about the age and amount of the debt, including the last billing statement. Let me tell you all something. If a debt collector even provides you a billing statement, that is not validation under the law, under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act of the law. And so this is where a lot of people go wrong. So they ask for a last billing statement. That under the law is still not proof of validation. And this specific letter asks for verification. When it comes to debt collector, the word verification is never used. It's always validation. Verification is only used when credit repair process under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So then it goes on to say a detailed explanation of any interest added or payments, blah, 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 blah. That's not validation. The date the original creditor claimed his debt became delinquent. These are not validation. Please allow forward details about your authority to collect this debt. Now, this is the only thing in this letter that remotely hints on what validation is. Validation is details from that debt collector that they have the authority to collect that debt. Then it goes on to say whether you are licensed in my state, and if so, provide a date of license, the name of the license number, the name, address, and telephone. That does not matter if they are licensed to collect in your state. Their license number that does not matter. The only thing that matters is, do they have the authority to collect, okay, Jesus, to collect that debt. That's the only thing that matters. That's validation. Not if they're able to collect in your state, not their license laws. Do they have the authority? Do they have some type of contractual agreement? What are their, and it has nothing to do with their licenses, no. It has nothing to do with a billing statement that they send you from the original creditor. And you find it out from the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act. Philip said his credit score is QQ. And this is a prime example of people that I have to deal with credit. And that's why I'm hanging up my crown soon. There is no such thing as a QQ credit score. Jesus Christ. So I'm just telling you, people, you want to get into this, know what you're dealing with when you're dealing with people with low credit scores, right? Gary says, more, no, I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what's QQ. I have no idea. Let me see. Let me get this. Somebody asked, what is validation? If you want me to answer that question, you're gonna have to send a super chat. I'm sorry. Because that's some information that can save you, right? That can save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. So people pay me to answer that question. Another myth in the credit repair world that these letters say, I have a lot of letters I bought. So according to 609A1A, your company is required by federal law to verify through physical verification of the original signed consumer contract. That's not true. That's not under the Fair Credit Reporting Act 609, right? So that's not of your B. I always leave good notes. I always leave great notes, right? So let me see. I'm trying to find something. Just in case. But I won't answer that question definitely without a super chat. So I'm sorry. If you all can give $100 to Will and Jada's entanglement, then you can give a super chat to have that answer. A 609 has nothing to do by the instrument of indebtedness. That's the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It has nothing to do with instrument of indebtedness, right? So that's not what the 609 says at all. 609 is for people who are victims of identity theft. And even if they produce a signed contract, which they could at the drop of a dime, if you made a contractual agreement to buy a vehicle, you made a contractual agreement even through e-signature for a student loan, or contractual agreement to your mortgage or that apartment rent, they can produce that at a drop of a hat. So a contractual agreement says nothing. A contract with your signature on it, it does nothing to say that that account is reporting inaccurately or unverifiable on your credit report. So the 609 has been widely abused and sold. People have made thousands off of it, but it's wrong information. Philip says his credit score is 756. My utilization is 1%. My credit history is 2 years. Okay, so you don't have a lengthy credit history. Wow, Amex cards with high limit. It's not about your credit score, Philip. It's more about your credit profile, right? So, I don't know. I can't. Like I said, credit is one of those things that I have to see the credit report in front of me, profile, to be able to answer a lot of those questions, right? Because there are people like the young man posted on this Facebook page. I have a 720 credit score and I'm still broke. So he says it's really meaningless to have over 700 credit score. Do you think a 690 credit score with about 5 open accounts and a few less payment is good enough to find? I'm helping my sister. No, if the late payments are within the last 2 years, you will get denied. You will get denied for any new credit cards. Those late payments will have to be removed or reversed. When you say low tier credit cards, I'm assuming you're talking about secure credit cards, maybe. which means she may have to make a deposit, and may qualify for Capital One secured credit card, but an unsecured credit card definitely not. So many would question that if you have to make a deposit to use that credit card, like let's say $200, and you get a $200 credit card limit, then it's no different than a debit card, except that secure credit card can build your history. David, this is what I do recommend. Dave, sincere, since you are sincere, this is what I do recommend in that situation, that you apply for the $5,000 trade lines here. That's the website for one of the trade lines, in which she probably would get approved even with those recent late payments. And then where you go from there is either you can go to my Jeweler's Club, and get her to join for $99. She'll have a $5,000 primary, meaning personal trade line. I would suggest definitely buying sterling silver or something like this one, sterling silver bracelet, just because silver, sterling silver, or any type of silver or real gold is a good investment. Or maybe this necklace. Keep that account for 90 days or more, get a $5,000 credit limit, and then apply for a major credit card. They will often mirror your highest trade line, which this would give a $5,000 trade line reporting, right? Ease of approval, even if you have bad credit, and you can build good credit because it reports to all three credit agencies. Instant approval for up to $5,000 of unsecured revolving debt, right? Never pay for the shipping, and to qualify or to be a member, must be 18 years or older, have a valid Social Security card, at least must have a monthly household income of $1,400. So you complete the secure application, and then just know that they're stating if you dispute an inquiry with them, right? Because it will be a hard pull, but will inquiry from one of the three major credit bureaus. It won't be all three, but one of them, to verify your identity and your credit worthiness. However, if you get, and that's why I tell people, do not ever dispute an inquiry in which you got approved, because things like this will happen. If it's disputed for any reason, the credit account will be immediately closed, and all three credit bureaus and the balance owed will be immediately due. If the balance is not paid in full, the amount can and will be reported and closed as a charge off after 180 days. If you have any questions, then you have to contact. So that's one option that she can do with that bad credit. Another option is for Nadia B. Thank you so much, hon. So much, Queen, for that $101 super chat. Thank you so much. I pray that returns to you 10 times in the amount that you gave and that you sold. I do understand this economy that is, a blessing to give, and I pray that it return to you quickly and expeditiously, right? Thank you again, Dave, as well. And Nadia, sometimes Nadia, a lot of times she doesn't catch me live. She watched me on replay. Thank you, King, for that $5 super chat as well. whether you all are watching this live on the replay, if you can't give a super chat, at least tell the people thank you that did, like Martin did. Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you so much, so much. And so the second option, so this would give her a $10,000 credit limit. The second option for her with that less than stellar credit situation would be 𝒞𝓇𝓾e. And it's also a membership. You can select on the tab how it works. This is how it works. This is the link for that. Thank you, Carissa, for thanking Nadia. Thank you so much. You're right, Martin. Sow your seeds and harvest your blessings, Martin. That is so good. This is the link for that, bit.ly. And the only difference between that link and this link is the other link had a K between the 5,000 trade line. But this is 𝒞𝓇𝓾e. So you can get $10,000 trade lines by applying for both. Has how it works as well. Easy online application, fast approval, credit accounts up to $5,000. Keep them for 90 days. Their monthly household income is like $1,600, and you have to place a minimum of $100 in products in your shopping cart. I just want you all to know that you're using this for credit strategies, right? Not necessarily for the products that they provide. So you do this. Your monthly payment has to be at least $40 or 5% of the balance with 𝒞𝓇𝓾e. I highly recommend paying it in full, but make sure you pay. You don't want this to be something that's supposed to help you, right? And it hurts you because you may have pay late or a late payment on these accounts. So those are two accounts, two places that she can definitely start with that would assist her with that, right? And if that's it, people, that's all the questions that you all have. Thank you so much for everyone that gave the super chat. I see Philip have a question again. I only have one: medical lecture experience, 7 heart inquiries. So Philip, I don't know if that's a question or a comment, but if you want assistance with that medical collection, you definitely can go to my website, www.fixmycreditandcash.com. I was about to answer the question about the collection, but the person didn't want to invest in getting that answer. So I'm going to put my paperwork up because it's sad, because if they had, let's say, $100 or $200 collection or debt collector, they could have just gave a super check, right, to get a little bit more information, on how to get those legally not owed debt collectors, right? 𝒞𝓋𝑒, Nyla, you're so welcome. Queen of Credit, you have changed my total outlook. All this for the better. Much love. Give me 5 more minutes. I'm gonna show you this video that would definitely change your outlook on credit and cash flow. I showed this earlier, but for my late attendees audience, I want to share this with you all as well. It's going to bless you and definitely give you another perspective and outlook on credit as well. So hold on.
So your years working as a banker, was probably like the most important thing as far as finance that you took away, as far as things that you've seen people not really paying attention to that they should.
Great question.
So I know like budgeting is one thing, savings definitely one thing, but what's another step we could take further where, because people know about savings, people know about budgeting, but we don't do it.
I'll be honest with you. I feel as though a lot of people that I've met in my years of banking, specifically in the Black community, they didn't have trade lines.
What's that?
A trade line is like either credit cards, lines of credit, these basically credit accounts.
Gotcha.
Don't have them. I've run across.
Okay, if you notice, he said they didn't have trade line, credit cards, lines of credit. right?
So many people, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Like simple enough, you know what a trade line is, and they're like, no, I don't have them. I don't do credit cards. They're scary. And I would always ask them the question, well, what's scary about a credit card? Well, my mom told me that I shouldn't get a credit card because it's gonna put me in credit card debt. I'm like, was your mom in credit card debt? And he said, yes. And I said, well, your mom was in credit card debt because of her bad habits, not because of the credit card. It's because she wasn't focused on the things that she was spending money on so that she could fix her habits so then she could be in the right financial position. And I had to break down that process to so many younger Black men, specifically Black men. I feel like I would say a lot of the white men that I met, they kind of had a better grasp on credit. Maybe it was based off of the area that I was in too.
All right, so he said, a lot of white men that he met, according to his personal opinion, had a better grasp on credit.
Downtown Center City, Philly. So every time I would see like a white man or woman come in, they would have at least one credit card or two, and they understood how to transfer debt over. They knew how to transfer their debt that had a high interest rate over to a interest-free credit account so they could pay it down as fast as.
All right, so another nugget. He said they knew how to transfer their high interest credit card debt, right, to an interest-free or 0% interest credit account. So I told you all about the Chase Card Freedom. That does that, right? The Chase Card Freedom is one of the cards that have a good bonus and 0% transfer offer going on now for 15 months.
They knew strategies like that, but in the Black community, it was a little bit more challenging. So I would say trade lines and credit, interesting enough. And it's like, we got to get out of that mentality that credit cards are bad, that debt is bad and I should just stay away from it. When honestly, that is the one thing that creates so much buying power for you. If you don't have any cash on hand, having credit to your name, a 700, 750, 800 credit score you have so much leverage when it comes to walking.
All right, so he said you got to get out of the mind frame that debt is bad because that can create so much buying power for you, right? So we got to get out of that mindset. And if you use it in a bad way, it will be bad for you. If you use it that way, it definitely will be bad for you. You can use your debt or credit cards to purchase assets, or you can use for liabilities.
Being inside of the bank to where you don't need cash now because they'll give it to you based off of your credit history. Now you can take that money to do whatever you so please. You want to go into real estate investing, you want to start a business, but you have little to no capital, or why your capital is your credit. And people also don't understand.
Another nugget he's dropping. Your capital is your credit. Your capital is your credit.
And like in our communities, Black communities, we don't understand that even if you put yourself in a bad situation credit-wise, they literally created a system where you can get your credit fixed and start all over again. You know how many billionaires, millionaires file for bankruptcy? And they literally play with the system and do it all over. We got to get a better grasp of that. So that's one of the biggest things I've seen.
All right, how many millionaires file for bankruptcy, play with the system, and they rinse and repeat and do it all over again? And you all have to understand, our president right now is the king of debt and the king of bankruptcy. This time, though, he's going to bankrupt the United States. And that's why I've been trying to share, and I'm going to answer that question on 623 Charles. Just stay all the way to the end. That'll be my question answer. Nyla, congratulations, whether you all are watching this live and the replay, because right now credit cards is another income stream. She got approved for her Chase card today. Jesus is the first to congratulate you, Nyla. So you all are watching this live on the replay. Yes, CEO of Bankruptcy Mark. You all make sure that you all congratulate her as well. That's another source of income.
And the only way that we will is if someone's willing to teach us. Like I told you before, I mean, the first time I heard about credit, my pop told me. He told me if I did something, it's going to ruin my credit. I was 19, Like, yo, the heck is credit? You know what I mean?
But did he have a conversation with you about if you did what though?
Student loans. If I took out that student loan, I would mess up my credit.
So he just had a blanket statement that you took out a student loan and messed up your credit.
Yeah.
Did he break down as to how it could possibly mess up your credit?
I don't know what credit was.
Funny enough, student loans can't mess up your credit unless you don't pay it and it goes into default. Student loans are considered a trade line. Now, that's one of the only things that no matter what you do, you're not getting student loans off of your credit. The government will get their money. But literally, that's a trick.
And I have to understand this too. Sometimes student loans do report inaccurate, incomplete, unverified, and you can get those student loans deleted off your credit report. But you're not going to be free of the payment. And that's something I thought as well. I'm not, going to say I knew that, but that's something I thought as well about student loans. And I will share that information on the Chase Freedom Card since Nyla got approved. Dave, sincere, thank you so much for that $10 super chat. King and Charge is, hold on, I'm going to answer that about the 623 letter. As far as getting a repossession move right after this video. Nadia's congratulating you, Nyla.
And you can literally pay a few $100s a month for your student loans, and that creates positive credit history, to be honest.
Well, so since a lot of college kids are going back to school, would you suggest they get credit cards? Just use them wisely, or?
Now, the thing is with college kids, a lot of them are already putting themselves in a very, I don't want to say that because I don't want to discourage anybody from going to school. But for many who are putting themselves into a lot of debt, I don't feel as though that college should be the first entry. I don't feel as though student loan debt should be the entryway to debt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like 80 to 100K, even if it's 60K, as a 19, 21-year-old, and this is your first introduction into debt, that's serious.
Yeah.
The amount of monthly payments that you're going to have when you graduate from school with no guarantee of whether or not you're going to get a job, it's just scary. And then, there's no way that you can get rid of student loan debt. Of course, they have programs in place where you might be able to get forgiveness, but I don't even know how that really works.
And he's right. There's no way to get rid of student loan debt. They stay with you. Since 2008, the Obama administration made student loan debt all government. They used to be private banks that would give private student loan debt. 2008 Obama administration changed that. Now our student loan debt are government issued debt, and there's no way to get rid of them, right? No way to get rid of them. So they are more dangerous than credit card debt, and they can lead to your check being garnished, where credit card debt, you can at least file that in bankruptcy, and it's unsecured debt, right? And you can get a charge off deleted from your credit report, which is what an unpaid student loan debt is, or can result in after 6 months.
To be honest, that's the one thing that you're not getting rid of. Credit cards and different things, you can mess up with your credit card. I had a credit card that I literally, when I was like 19 years old, I had my first credit card. It charged off. I think it charged off like I want to say like $350. A charge off is basically when the debt is bad to the company. I didn't pay it. Next thing you know, they put it on my collection account. They charged it off as bad debt. I got a negative inquiry on my credit report. It's a collection account. I literally went to a credit repair company, and I'm gonna plug Credit Exterminators, but went to a credit repair company. They wiped $350 wiped off because basically they sent the paperwork in to the company. The company needs to have all of your information accurate, and if they don't, then they have to remove it from your credit report within 30 to 60 days immediately. Luckily, they didn't have my right address. They spelled something wrong. Boom.
All right, so this is why I was trying to explain why I did a price change on my credit analysis, because I was at the $75 price range, and I changed it, right, because I was removing and getting accounts deleted. I was getting those accounts deleted from my client's credit report. And, you know, when I listen and watch this video, this let me know how big of a deal it was. And I can show you all, you know, Martin says to go on, but it's getting late my time and I got people, it's 1 hour, but I'm gonna show you all I'm gonna log into an account and show you all how, well, no, I can't do that because if I do that, it'll show that person's address. And I don't have any negative, I only have one address showing or reporting on my Experian account. So I can't do that with my own address and I don't want to show my own address. But if you all had an account with Experian, you can go to Experian and you will be able to see if you have more than one address reporting, you will actually be able to see from Experian what negative accounts are reporting to those negative addresses. And that's something that I was doing in credit consulting. And I call other companies and they say, oh yeah, we can do that, but we charge $150 or we charge $125. And I was just doing it for my clients. And so I had to make the decision today to increase my credit analysis because of the power or the all around building credit profile that I was charging. And I realized that I need to look myself in the face and say, I'm really undercharging for the work that I do, right? For the work that I do. So let me continue to play this out.
Just like that. So it's things like that to where you can make mistakes on credit cards and next thing you know, they can fix it. But it's not really about the mistake. It's not the mistakes on the credit card. The real question we should be asking ourselves is, why do we make mistakes like that? It all ties back down to financial literacy. When you get that credit card, what was your intention? Was your intention to spend money recklessly? Money that you didn't have, and every time that you have little to no money in your account, you're like, oh, I'm about to go make this purchase anyway, I'm gonna pay it back later. The second you say that to yourself, you already done messed up. Not the mentality you should have when getting your credit card. The strategy you should take when getting a credit card is, I'm going to leverage this to literally make small purchases just to be able to make payments on it, so I can have a small balance with a little utilization, 10 to 15% utilization, so I can grow the actual my credit score. And then when I get my score up to a certain point, now I can leverage that to now be able to make sound purchases that are going to yield me back a return. But that's the thought process that we didn't learn. You don't just get credit cards for no reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I get a credit card, I'm getting it for a very particular reason, right, to build my credit. I'm making small purchases on it. If I can't afford it, I'm not using my credit card to buy it. If I can't afford a dumb purchase, I'm not using the credit card to buy it, you know? And that's kind of what we're missing and what we have to learn. You know, use the credit card for the strategy of setting yourself up for the future, of being able to leverage your credit to be able to make sound purchases. How do you think, like when you look at these franchises, like the Dunkin' Donuts, the Subways, the McDonald's, you know, do you think these people are buying these franchises in cash? And they're not buying it in cash. You know, in some instances, you need to have a certain amount of cash, liquid cash, before the franchise allows you to purchase. But they using money from the banks to be able to finance these. Okay,
he said in some instances, you have to have liquidity and you have to have cash. These big companies are not using their cash. And, you know, that's what I was teaching today. Gary, yes, I'm still honoring that price. If you cashed that last night, that will be fine. This is cash. The pawn in your financial game, this is cash. The pawn can be promoted by the queen, right? Which is credit. Your credit is your assets. The most powerful piece on the board, they can move vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. The king cannot make all these moves. Credit can make all these moves for you. And this is the king. This is the most powerful piece, the queen, but the king is the most important. And the queen is the only one, which is cash. It's the pawn. Sometimes you may need a little cash, a little liquidity. Let me show you all this. And Charles, I haven't forgot you. That 623 letter can be used, right? It can be used to dispute the original creditor from the Fair Credit Reporting Act with that repossession, but you must have some type of concrete or some evidence on your part that the original creditor is reporting wrong. So once you use that letter from the Fair Credit Reporting Act and you send that to the original creditor, just make sure that you also have some evidence on your part to send to the original creditor that is reporting wrong as well. So fill up medical collections. I'm not sure if you were making a statement or just medical collections can be removed and deleted off your credit report. And there are laws under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act that I've helped people save tens and thousands of dollars from repaying medical debts, right? My last thing, and then I have to sign people up for the home-based business, is 1 hour for them to get involved. If you are coming in, $150,000, this is what credit can get you, way more than what this person yearly income was from their job. This money hit their account yesterday. SBA loan, I was telling them congratulations, wanted to know what they was going to invest it with. This person is definitely is in the car flipping business. Me, I personally would do real estate. This is my deposits today for my home-based business today. Today at 9:18, I had a deposit of $520.55. Hours later, additional deposit of $1,135. This is what keeps you in inflation. So credit and cash flow, right? Credit and cash flow together is a powerful piece. Have a plan to use with your credit card. This is the credit card that Nyla was referring to, that she got approved for. This was the card that Nyla was referring to that she got approved for. Jesus, yeah, I'm tired. This Wednesday night, I wasn't expecting to go on this long. The Chase card Freedom. And this is their introductory offer. Jesus, a king and supporter, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. This is the link to that particular card. That Nyla is approved for. As you all can see, it's the $200 they've scratched out, the $150 cash back. You get $200 cash back on all your purchases, the first $500 for 3 months. You get a $200 cash back for that. I highly recommend you use this for your essential needs, your groceries, gas, etc., etc. If you can help, you can even pay rent on credit cards, right? Oh my God, I forgot. But anyway, I know rent and mortgage can be paid. You also get a 0% introductory APR for 15 months on those purchases as well. So no interest to you for a year and 3 months. And then you get unlimited. Now, this is the difference between Chase card and the Citi card. Citi card will offer you 2%, but it's not unlimited on every purchase. So Citi card has to be, again, and Martin, he gave me a $5 Cash App, Martin. Thank you for that. So it takes the guessing work out of it with the Chase Freedom card. Citi card, it has to be certain purchases at a time frame, but Chase Freedom takes that out of it. And so I really like their bonus cash back. Auburn, no, I can't loan you any coins. Will not. Nyla asks how to send a super chat. I think in the comment you'll see like a $ next to that, or $. And again, I think we will be digital by January 1st of 2021. I think the banks are hoarding coins for a reason. So Auburn, if you want any coins, you can go to your bank. Maybe they'll give it to you. But it is a coin shortage. So no, I'm not doing it. My game plan is to get into multi-unit real estate property and through the home-based business as well. Through the home-based, thank you, Jesus. Through the home-based business, this is my second option that I will be doing as far as investing my money. Again, it's $99 off the regular price of $289 is now $129. So if you all want to take advantage of that, I think it's an hour left. This is the home-based business, and these are, well, let me see. This is the services they are offering. Antelope, California, they have a Wealth Max program, 24% annual interest on that land that they have in their Equity Max program. This is the Money Max. Cash flow is just not about money flowing to you. It's about the money you spent flowing back to you. So this is what this does. Allows money that you spent to come back to you. And people that still employed and have paychecks, they are getting anywhere from $200 to $600 more out of their paychecks. I will be investing in this land. It's called land banking. A lot of people have heard of infinite banking, but land banking is real estate investment where you are buying land in the path of growth for 20 to 40% below the market, right? In some cases, without ever having to write a check. And all the experts, everything in Making Wealth Real, you have experts. And you get 3 more people to become a business partner with you. And I'm just talking, and I thought I was sharing a page. I'm sorry. Let me share this page. If you get 3 more people to join the business with you, or and you just have to recommend, right? Just recommend, and you know. Okay, Auburn. Dave said Auburn needs $17.24. Dave, I got you. Auburn, you signed up Friday. I understand that, Auburn, but you do get a $99 credit, but Friday might be your payday. $228 is still a steal at this price. And so this is the land. Making Wealth Real is the only business that have it. So you get unlimited consultations with experts every day. And again, 3 or more people as your customer or business partner. The business pays for itself, meaning that that $79 monthly investment is waived, no cost to you. So getting started is very simple. Go ahead and take advantage of that $99 credit. We already have, the training that you need. You get the potential to get paid every single day. We have the most comprehensive training solutions, right? And it covers every aspect of your financial life, every aspect. So also credit is a month-to-month plan. So you'll get month-to-month results, but you will get results, right? I also have a credit max, money max, wealth max, and equity max is the debt elimination plan. So it's we have an interaction online platform, massive engagement. You get your questions answered in real time, and you don't have to wait for a phone consultation, right? And then my leader, my mentor, Mr. Brian Bean is earning like $50,000 a month. His daily pay is in the thousands every day. The only way to beat inflation or to raise the increase of prices and wages, right, is to also get unlimited income, right? U.S. bank cash pays 5% cash. Okay, that's good on just utilities and cell phone. I tried to get a U.S. Bank business card and I didn't get approved, but I might try again. Chainlink is not the only blockchain you can invest in. Ethereum is a good blockchain in the cryptocurrency world. Any amount of Bitcoin. This is not financial advice. This is just financial knowledge. So it's just not Chainlink. You have VeChain. You have, let me see. And I'm signing off because my voice is getting tired. All right, someone just texted me that they're in. So let me get these people. It's 1 hour left to get them this stimulus. But you got VeChain, you got Chainlink, you got the blockchain, Ethereum, which is backed by physical gold, right? Which is backed by physical gold. Bitcoin is the king of all currencies as well. So, yeah. All right, you all, let me get these people signed up. It's a Queen of Credit. Thank you all for tuning in. Here's to your peace and prosperity, your health and your wealth, and your credit and cash flow. Oh yeah, that's why I didn't have any branches here, Dave. Right. So I didn't have any branches here in Mississippi, so I didn't get approved for that either. So yeah, that was the only thing. But I was really shooting for that U.S. Bank business card. So that was my issue as well. Okay, you all. Nyla says, thank you. She said her life's water. That's good. And you're getting cash back for using your credit card. And your credit card is a debit card. So again, thanks everyone for the super chats. Jesus, Dave, Sincere, Nadia B, my best note taker. She will be the best, a great money maker. Dave for the other additional $5.50 super chat as well. Thank you all so much. And for those who gave earlier, have a great night. And let me get people into this cash flow and business.